Good morning everyone and welcome back to Tobago. So, you know from last week's vlog, if you happen to see it, where we went up to Speyside, I said that I promised that I would do a small review of a place that I'm staying currently in Tobago called Birdsong Villa. So it's actually a part of a bigger villa named Windance Villa, which I will review in another time. They are on the same property. It's owned by my friend. He actually used to live here when he and his wife first started out in Tobago, and they built this small side annex onto the larger property, and then eventually moved on to bigger things as the family grew. But with that, they left this beautiful little cabana here for rental, and it's the perfect little cabana, at least for me, for one person or two people, even two people with a young child. And this is where I stay very often when I come to Tobago. Now, a lot of the time I come here, I've stayed in many villas. We stayed in luxury villas. I've done all kind of reviews. But this spot is probably the one I've stayed in most consistently throughout my Tobago life. And I'm very happy to share it with you. It's my little slice of paradise. So, without further ado, let's check it out. And come and let me show you how my vacations go down whenever I'm in this little spot here. So when you first get here, you'll pull up and you'll see two brown gates. Gate 1 and Gate 2. Now that's the entrance to the property where I am staying. The one next door, of course, is the bigger villa I was talking about. There's a little hand entrance that you could use here. But normally what I do is you just hold this and you slide the entire gate open. And here we are. So one of the first things you'll notice when you walk in here, as you see behind me, there's just space for one car to park. Of course, you could park right outside in the road very safely. But because this was just a very small setup initially, the garage holds one vehicle at a time, which is perfectly fine if you come in here and you have a rental car or anything of that nature. More than enough space. So, interesting fact, my friend who owns and runs this place is an engineer by trade, also in construction. So while this place is very small, it's set up very intelligently, very comfortably. You'll see as we walk through here the planning that has gone into the little wooden deck, the fruit trees and herbs and spices in the garden. They put a lot of love and care into this place, and it shows when you spend time here. And because of the setup of the garden and the build of the place too, it attracts a lot of birds and different things. So it's a really nice, quaint but natural experience as well too. So let's start with a little garden tour. I'm gonna take a walk through now. Now these aren't always in season, and my friend hates it when I'm here because he accuses me constantly of wanting to take all his avocados. But you can possibly arrive here at a time when these big boys are in bloom. Of course you can't eat them all, but who's to say you can't have one or two with your breakfast if you can get them ripe in time, of course, because you know with avocados, they start off hard and then all of a sudden all of them ripe in one day and you have to eat it all at one time. This is aloe, and you know aloe is very good. So if you end up getting a nice sunburn, rub that all over your face and you're good to go. But take a look at the garden again. You'll see this beautiful little bed that's been set up here all the way down And pretty much every plant in this garden has intention, whether it's a fruit plant or flowers or something to attract wildlife. It's not just random weeds and crazy things growing here. It's done with a lot of intention, which again adds big time to the place for me, is the details. You know, I love details. This place has many details that I love. Now, if you guys know me, which I'm sure you probably do by now, you know I like a hammock. Well, I'm happy to say that you can pull this bad boy down and boom, we in business. This is a nice little area set up here. So again, coming back to the details, you'll see that they've just added this random corner of the house. This initially was nothing more than just an open space in the garden. They built a little roof over it, so you could come out in the evening or in the mornings with your coffee, sit in your hammock. You can sit on a chair, you can read, relax, and take in the morning and evening views. So you may be asking yourself about safety. Now, first and foremost, this place is incredibly safe. I would say Tobago on the whole is just safer than Trinidad. Not that living in Trinidad is a problem, but you know, you could never be too safe in this country. So this house comes with these wrought iron gates here. Very, very solid. And that's one layer of protection there to lock in at night. And then these beautiful big wooden doors. And boom, in the mornings and evenings you open out, hummingbirds in the garden, and you're relaxing on the inside, which I'm going to show you now. First things I love personally about this little home is right as we've entered, just coming through the door there, you'll see that I'm sitting on a little couch right here. Now this couch is as you enter on the left hand side. There's a little window for airflow, and then the garden is right outside here. And I actually spend a lot of time on this couch. When you first come out in the morning, I plop down onto here with my coffee when I'm trying to catch myself. Stephanie, my wife, comes and locks back and reads a book here for a good few hours during the day. Perfect little area here, very close to the kitchen. Now remember, this space is very compact. It was designed to be small but functional, and that's what you're going to see now. So behind me now is the beautiful kitchen. Very small, but again, very perfectly set up. You have your gas stove, your sink, your kettle, your cutting board. All these drawers have all the amenities you need, from knives, scissors, pans, all your cooking ware and that kind of stuff. Let me show you. Of course, you have your microwave, fully functioning fridge. Don't mind the dishes in the sink, that's my own. A little salt, even a little French press to make your coffee if you want. But again, the details. They've created it to be a very island-like kind of house. I call it a surf shack. And from the art on the walls, to even a map of Tobago and the Caribbean Sea. One of the avocados I stole. Truly a beautiful little place. And I'm going to show you the bathroom and the bedroom, because that's actually just what this entire little villa, or I guess cabana, is made up of. It's really just a dining area mixed with a living room, a bathroom, and a bedroom. So let's go and check it out. now guys, we're going to enter the bedroom area. You'll see that it's separated by these lovely wooden glass doors here. The point of this is that during the day, of course, you can slide it open and let the house air out. But in the night time, you want to seal in the air condition. And it just slides open beautifully. And you can head on in. And of course, there's a little TV with basic cable, Tobago cable. The bed, very quaint, very simple. The bed is extremely comfortable. And of course, there's everything where you can put your clothing, drawers. And when you walk over here, you wake up in the morning. Now, of course, these windows do close up, but you can open this out in the morning. And there's fish in the pond outside, as well as lots of birds and beautiful life going on. And then you can open up these doors to your garden and right out onto the patio to your little deck. You take the door and you slide it closed. So you've seen the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, and that's pretty much what this little house is made up of. It's small, compact, but very intelligently designed. I absolutely love staying here. But what can't necessarily be shown properly in the video, or maybe I did, but the real experience is to physically be here and see it for yourself. So you might be asking yourself now, Alan, like, who is this house really for? Because, you know, sometimes they have people who want huge villas with luxury, or you have a massive family. Now maybe this place isn't for you. Perhaps the one next door, Windance Villa, which I will review in the future, is for very big families. It is a big luxury villa with a massive pool and sprawling deck. But this little place here is a little slice of paradise for the couple that wants to get away. The couple who has a young child and doesn't mind having the crib or a little extra bed set up for them in the same room. I'm telling you that I've been here numerous times, and even as a friend, he could have not bothered with me as much as a real guest coming here, somebody who doesn't know, but he treats everybody as if they are first class customer. And that's what I really like about coming here. I advise heavily on having a rental car or bringing your own personal vehicle over here to Tobago in general. You don't really want to rely on taxis and public transport, but especially if you're not staying on a beachfront property or something and you need to move around, always good to have a car. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tour of this Birdsong cabana that I stay in when I come to Tobago. I really love it. And I told my friend, I was like, you know what, I feel I owe this place a video. And before we go, I'm going to take you down to a little beach that's dear to my heart as well. And normally when Steph and I stay here, or even myself, this is the beach we go to. So I'll just show you what you can do when you come down here. Alright guys, so here's the beach I was telling you about, the beautiful Grange Bay, very near to Mt Irvine and Buku, but this is my personal favorite. Now I will say it can get rough just like any beach in the world, but on a calm day, as you can see behind me here, these clear beautiful waters, it's nice and sandy unless you go down to the end, which is rock, but right in front of the seawall here, as you can see, just sand and beautiful ocean. Down to that end down there, there's a bit of rocks, but right in front here, it's pretty safe swimming once you're careful and it's not too rough. Do keep in mind though that there are no lifeguards or anything like that here, as well as like anywhere in Trinidad Tobago, you need to be safe. It is a secluded beach, so there have been one or two occasions when people have been robbed and stuff, but it's very uncommon. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tour of the beautiful Birdsong Villa that I stay in, as well as the beach of my choice when I come here. Follow them on Instagram. I'll put all the links down below. You can book it. It costs $600 a night to rent. It sleeps up to, I would say, 2 people comfortably, or 2 people and a child. It has Wi-Fi, access to a washing machine and dryer, all the amenities you need. You're good to go. Let me leave you with some beautiful drone footage of the surrounding beaches in the areas that you can visit when you come here. There's also groceries, mini marts, and a few restaurants in very close proximity, so you can't go wrong, people. See you next week back in Trinidad. I don't know what I have in store yet, but hopefully something you enjoy. Have a great weekend, everybody. Blessings and love. Respect.